What is going on, Fox and Tenacious Fox here? We're back for week 2 of the jlpc Draft League. This week we are taking on Hex and the, I don't remember what his team name is, the Verbank Victinis. So, obviously last week did not go as we wanted. We did take a, I think it was a 4-0 loss to our opponent last week, but this week we are taking on Hex, and we're hoping to do much better. Obviously last week we had to shake off some of the rust. Hopefully some of it has been shaken off by now, and we'll have a much better match. But let's just, I'm just going to go over the team a little bit before we get into the match. So we brought Bronzong, Rillaboom, Volcanion, Cryogonal, Dragonite, and Togedemaru. Our Bronzong is a defensive set. Basically, I set it up to where it could always come in on, or hopefully always come in on his Garchomp and his Blissey. And potentially his Articuno as well. So we would actually have, you know, something that we could always switch in on that and put up Stealth Rocks. It had Stealth Rocks, Body Press, Protect, and Toxic. So we could get some pretty good usage out of it that way. Then our Rillaboom is a Choice Band set. Our Volcanion is actually a Timid Scarf set, because I wanted to be able to outspeed his Salazzle, because his Salazzle really could put in some work against our team. I had originally kind of thought of doing Heat-Proof Bronzong to take on the Salazzle, and then just doing a special set, but I really didn't have anything for the Garchomp either. So, like, basically our counter for the Garchomp is Cryogonal and kind of Dragonite, and Dragonite's not the greatest counter for it. So I knew Cryogonal is going to take a lot of damage early in this one because he uses his Garchomp a lot. But anyways, the Volcanion set is fast set. Our Cryogonal is really just here to keep rocks off of our side, because I know the rocks can be really detrimental to our Volcanion, especially if they're up early game, and that can be really bad. Our Dragonite doesn't care about the rocks, so we did go with heavy duty boots, but it was basically just a setup set with Dragon Dance, Outrage, Earthquake. I can't remember the fourth move. I think it was Iron Head. I think Iron Head was the last move, just in case we had to take on the... No, it wasn't Iron Head. Maybe it was. Maybe it was for the Articuno, potentially. But then we had to go Togedemaru that we ran U-Turn, Poison Jab, Zing Zap, and Wish, because I was hoping that we could use some, you know, get some Wish off on it. But it is a Choice Scarf set, so we would have to Wish and then switch out, which you'll kind of see later on. But anyways, let's get into the match. So we start off, we lead with Togedemaru, because I know that unless his Tapu Koko is Scarf, which I didn't see him bring a Scarf Tapu Koko, just based on what my team had, I knew that this Togedemaru would outspeed his entire team because we're Scarf. And he does go for the Togedemaru, and I'm like, or he does go for the Tapu Koko. And the main thing that I see is that it is Balloon. So knowing that it's Balloon, I want to knock this Balloon off early game. And I'm like, I get the chance here, I might as well go for it. So we do go for Poison Jab here, and we actually get a crit. This is really lucky. Pretty fortunate for us to get a crit here. I don't know that it mattered that much, but it could have definitely mattered. And he's going to go for the U-turn. So he's going to U-turn out. I'm pretty sure he goes to Garchomp. No, he goes Salazzle. We're not wanting to stay in here, so we're going to go Bronzong. He does Toxic our Bronzong, unfortunately, because Salazzle is Corrosion, which means it can poison basically anything. So he does get the poison off. We're just going to take this chance to get our rocks up, though. Because we could potentially be running Psychic, he does not want to see, or Zen Headbutt, he does not want to leave this Salazzle in. So we're going to get our Stealth Rocks up. And then I'm just going to go, I'm pretty sure I go for a top. Oh, I switch out. I thought I went for the Toxic, but he is going to teleport into the Garchomp here. And this is a really bad matchup for us. Togedemaru against Garchomp is not the greatest play. But we are going to U-turn out of here, because we do not want to stay in on this Garchomp. I don't care what it's doing. I don't want to stay on this at all. So we're going to go to Cryogonal, because he's going to get his Stealth Rocks up here. And I'm pretty sure we just Rapid Spin right away, because I do not want I don't want these rocks up right now. I don't know where he said he's off to bad luck. I think only the crit was bad luck. so far in the match, but he does get pretty unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. Hex does get the bad end of the hacks. Hex and the hacks, yeah. So we do go for the rapid spin, and then I'm pretty sure we just switch out. Oh, we go for the toxic. Sorry. Even though this game is still fresh in my mind, I still don't know exactly what we go for. So we go for the toxic. We put a timer on this thing, because this can definitely be a problem for us as well. So I don't have a lot for it. Obviously, we've got the Volcanion, but it's a very situational matchup. He's definitely not going to leave this thing on a Volcanion. So we do go for the toxic, and then we are just going to switch out right into the Togedemaru. He's going to U-turn, and then I believe he brings the Garchomp right back out. And we are going to go for the U-turn. I believe we go to Bronzong here. No, we go to Cryogonal. He's going to Fire Fang, knowing we're probably bringing in the Cryogonal. He does get a burn here, so he does get a little lucky here. Gets the burn. We're basically going to die next turn. So we're gonna freeze dry here. It's not going to do anything. I'm just going to let this Cryogonal go down. So that is one thing where we kind of got unlucky. We definitely did not want that. He comes into the Blissey. We go for the Steam Eruption. We do get another burn, so I guess it kind of evens out here. We get another burn on the Steam Eruption, which I don't know what the percentage on that is. I think it's 30%. But just from this damage, I know that this Blissey is super specially defensive, because although we are at 252 IVs or EVs, sorry. We are a timid set, so I know that this Blissey is a hard wall for us. So we're gonna get out of here. We don't want to stay in on this Blissey. So we're gonna go to Bronzong. He does go to the Slowbro, so I'm gonna take this chance to get my rocks up. I believe he goes for the Scald. Knowing that he goes for the Scald here, I thought he was gonna go for it again. I really did. I mean, I either thought he was gonna go for a Scald or a Teleport, because the damage didn't do that much. It was only 25%. So I'm expecting a Scald or a Teleport here. So I'm going to go into Volcanion, because if he goes for a Scald, then obviously we're immune to that. But he does end up going for the Toxic, unfortunately. Then we're going to double into Rillaboom. And that was my plan. I was going to go to Volcanion. If he went for the Scald, I was going to go straight to Rillaboom. And basically double to Rillaboom. And if he teleported, then I was just going to see what he came into and base it off of that. But he does teleport out. He goes into the Articuno. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I switch out here because this thing can't outspeed me if he's max speed. I don't expect him to be, but I don't want to take that chance. We're going to switch out into Bronzong. We're just going to let him defog. This thing can't really do anything to us. We're just going to put our rocks back up. Actually, we go for a body press. Sorry. We go for the body press when he goes for the Roost, which is actually really lucky for us because I almost went for Stealth Rocks here. I'm not going to lie. He's going to have a lot of damage on him, so he's going to U-turn out. I believe we go for body press again, just because there's no reason not to. And at this point, we are down 1 Mon. But I'm pretty confident that his team is weakened enough that potentially, our Rillaboom could come in and just Grassy Glide out, on out. So I'm okay with sacrificing Bronzong because it is toxic. So it is weakened. It's toxic, and yeah, I mean we're gonna lose it here. So he's gonna go for the Fire Fang, take out our Bronzong. And then we're going to get a free switch into... I actually don't know where I go to. I think I went to Volcanion here. Yeah, so go Volcanion, and then I think I accidentally clicked Volcanion in this one. I should have probably gone Togedemaru, but it doesn't really matter. I do expect the Slowbro to come in here. So I do double into Rillaboom, and I'm going to go for the Grassy Glide here. Actually, I go for the knockoff here. So I go for the knockoff. Take out the Articuno. Now it's starting to look better. We are going to go to Volcanion here. He goes for the Sludge Wave. Now here, he still doesn't know that we're Scarf Volcanion. And in my opinion, he probably should have suspected. Because there's no reason we should switch this in on a Salazzle. This thing outspeeds us every day of the week. But he's not going to expect it, and we're going to go for the Steam Eruption here. Maybe. Yeah, Steam Eruption and take out the Salazzle. And this mattered so much. This is a Lazzle I could not do much to. I mean, it could literally rail my team. It could torch Rillaboom, could take out Volcanion, could take out Togedemaru. This thing was a huge problem for us, and we got rid of it here. I really don't think he should have let it go down, but he probably did. He really didn't expect the Scarf at this point, and that's the only thing I can think of. So he lets that go down. And then he goes, Slowbro, we got to switch out here. We're going to go to Togedemaru because I don't know what he's going to do. He does teleport, goes into the Garchomp, which is a little unfortunate because it means he gets a lot of HP back. We are going to Wish here. He's going to Scale Shot and wear us pretty far down. Now here, I wasn't sure what he would do. And I was really scared here. Because Scale Shot does raise his speed, and I knew at +1 I could not outspeed him with Dragonite, and that was a huge problem for me. Admittedly, I didn't really know what Scale Shot did, to be honest, because I haven't played for 3 years, so I didn't really know what Scale Shot did, but it does lower their defense and raise their speed. Now that is going to matter later on, matter a lot later on. And then I'm just going to try to Wish again here. Because we are locked in, because we're Scarfed. I should have, right there, I should have switched into the Volcanion, but I really didn't expect him to go Stealth Rocks. But it was a smart play on his part. But had I gotten to Volcanion, Volcanion would have gotten healed by the Wish, and that would have been a really, really good play on our part had we brought the Volcanion in there. And I really wanted to, I just wasn't sure what he would go for. Because I knew if he attacked us going into the Volcanion, we were as good as dead. And plus he was +1 speed, so I knew our Scarf Volcanion could not outspeed this, and I don't know what his last move was on it. He's gonna go for the Fire Fang, take us out. I'm gonna come in with Rillaboom and put some pressure on this, because at this point I'm starting to think if I can put some damage on Garchomp, then I can D-Dance with Dragonite, and then, or I can D-Dance with Dragonite and hopefully win. Not really thinking about, really not thinking of Scale Shot right here. But all I'm thinking is I can D-Dance with Dragonite and win this game if I can put a little bit of damage on Slowbro and Garchomp. So we're going to go for the Grassy Glide here. He's going to sack off the Blissey here, which, I mean, Blissey didn't really have much else to do. So he does sack that off, and then he's gonna bring in his Tapu Koko. I'm just gonna sacrifice our Volcanion because I don't think it does anything for the rest of the game. But he does go for the Dazzling Gleam, and that makes me think that he doesn't have anything else to hit us. Excuse me. We are gonna get the well, we had to get the so basically we had to get the Grassy Train back up, and that's why we sacked off Volcanion. But he does go into the Slowbro here, which was really well in our favor, and I know why he did that. He had to get rid of the Grassy Train, so we play a little train battle here. But we are locked into the Grassy Glide because we are banded, and we take out the Tapu Koko here. And then he's gonna come into Garchomp here and go for the Fire Fang, which I think he should have gone for Scale Shot here. We are gonna come into Dragonite. Again, I forgot about Scale Shot here. So he's going to go for Scale Shot. I get really lucky because I made my Dragonite a little bit bulky. So I did kind of speed creep. So even right here I got a little lucky because the Scale Shot would have KO'd had I been a different set here. But we did go for the Dragon Dance instead here. And that was a really bad play. Admittedly. Because Dragon Dance, I'm not going to outspeed his Garchomp. It's too fast. And now I'm like, damn, I just lost that. And my Outrage would have killed this at -1 defense. But we get really lucky. He misses the Scale Shot. We go for the Outrage. We get the win. So yeah. But had our Dragonite been a lower HP, had we not put some HP investment, we actually probably would have died to the Scale Shot. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, we do end up getting the win. And that's our first win of the season. Our first win in like 3 years because it's been so long since we played Draft League. If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for the wins. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more Draft League videos and more Draft Leagues to partake in. Because I have been asked by a few content creators to partake in some Draft Leagues. And I have been thinking about it. But anyways, guys, that's all for this episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. As always, Fox out.